What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you're doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, there's going to be some information that's going to help you win. And in today's video, we're going to talk about these new scams and these new methods that's going on that's really tricking people out of their money and out of their bank information. Now, a lot of scammers, there's a lot of methods, there's a lot of scams, there's a lot of fraud going on in the world right now. It's a lot of people doing a lot of different things, from methods, bank fraud, check fraud, credit card fraud, employee fraud. It's a fraud for anything and everywhere, because wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. That's just how the world is being operated right now. So as the world evolves, the scams and the methods evolves, and people are starting to get in more into the OTP bots and the SIM swapping and the virtual debit cards and bank fraud and wire fraud type of methods because of the loopholes. Now, when it comes to bank fraud, wire fraud, SIM swapping, credit card fraud, check fraud, there's a lot of different loopholes that these scammers are starting to exploit. Now, ever since COVID-19, there has scams and fraud has been up 600 to 800%. Everywhere you turn and look, there's a scam or fraud being committed, because this is now the era of money and scams. We are in an era with money and scams, where everybody trying to get some money quick, fast, and hurry, and people are starting to figure out loopholes in the system to be able to get money in a way that you're not supposed to, right? So scams, fraud, methods have evolved. It's a method for everything. It's a glitch. It's something for something to get you some money. And people have been seeing this for the past 5 to 6 years, all on social media. And people have that's been seeing it then always kept it in the back of their mind. And now they're in a position where they need to get some quick, fast cash, and they don't want to. It's going to take a little while to get a job and get your first fake check. It's going to take a while to start selling narcotics and get a clientele base enough to be able to generate income with some type of drug. People don't want to go sell their body. So gambling, it's a 50-50 chance. Like, so people are trying to figure out ways to get almost for sure cash fast. So that's why they're resorting to these scams and methods, because they see it all day, every day on social media. And now they're like, hey, I seen them say they can help me make this amount of money fast. I seen this glitch. I seen that method. Let me see if it's real or not. Let me go check it out and see if I can become successful at it like everybody else, because there's so many people talking about it and doing it. So like I said, fraudsters and scammers are figuring out ways how to really remove themselves without being traced, without being tracked, without being caught, without having to have any problems. And what they have figured out is that when it comes to getting into people's bank accounts and committing wire fraud and bank fraud, it's a lot of different security databases that goes along. You got two-way authentication, that when they send you the password, you got to give them to them or put the password in. You got so many different things, right? So they're saying, how can we get this? How can we utilize what can we do to get this information, get these passwords? So now they're using OTP bots, one-time password bots, and these bots are acting as if they are. Well, basically, let me break down a bot. So the bot is basically, it's a spoof caller. You're just spoof calling, and you can put any number that you want to put in there and call anybody that you want to call, and it'll present itself as if you're this place calling or whatever calling. So you can put that person's number in and be like, why is myself calling? Like, why am I getting a call from my number? How is that possible? So these bots that they have are acting as if they are the banks. So they can send out text messages. So they basically can copy it. We'll get these scripts, copy and paste, whatever, send it to the victim and say, hey, are you trying to transfer X amount of money, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000? Yes or no. If the people say no, they get the scammer get the text message back. They're saying no. They'll send a text message saying the fraud department will be in contact with you soon. They'll call that person, act as if they're a fraud department, and have that person send money out with their authorization, meaning that the victim is sending money out on their own will. And by the scammer knowing this and having them do that, they know that on the other end, when the bank see this, the victim is actually authorizing these transfers, these payments. So the bank doesn't know if that person is trying to scam the bank or what's going on, which makes the bank not if the person authorizes the bank don't got to pay you back, point blank period. Now, if the scammer went to that person's account and took the money out on their own and did whatever they was going to do, then the bank will have to pay that person back. And it's almost like the banks are hoping and wishing that they didn't authorize these payments. And even if they didn't authorize the payments, the person still not going to get the full amount of money back. So it's like the banks say the money is insured, but it's really not. So in today's case, we got a teacher, a North Texas teacher, who lost $32,000 in his life savings in a sophisticated banking scam when people was doing this method right here, using bots, using this script as a bank teller and saying somebody's committing fraud. So with that being said, let's see what's going on in this situation where somebody lost out on $32,000 with these new methods.
A teacher in North Texas planned to buy a home and start a family. Now he's starting all over after losing his life savings to scammers.
Tonight he's sharing his story with Sydney Percy to make sure it doesn't happen to you.
The real one that I have
It felt so real.
I just remember having all of my cash in my hand.
It happened so fast.
And then I'm trying to see.
28-year-old Russell Leahy said scammers called him, convinced him they were bankers with Chase.
It was my entire life savings.
And got away with it all. $32,000.
It really felt like it was the end of the world for me.
Leahy is a local school teacher, just got married, stayed in on the weekends.
I wonder if his wife gonna divorce him.
Just to save that money to start a family.
Now we've entered into the world of living from paycheck to paycheck.
Leahy said the scammers pretended to work for Chase, called him, told him he'd been defrauded, and needed to move all of his money into a new account. They sent him texts and banking information that looked so real.
Now, let's read these text messages, because why would you even need to transfer? I would have like, what? Why would I need to y'all transfer the money? Y'all the bank. Why would I need to transfer the money if y'all the bank? It makes no sense. So Chase Security, for the security for your account, you have to reset your online password. Reply with your current online password. They was like, that should have been a red flag right there. Like, why am I replying with my password? What? Chase Security is confirming this transaction security your account. We may place you on a brief hold and have a representative contact you shortly. Chase Bank Security. For the security of your account, you have to reset your ID. Reply with your current ID. Yes, and you reply with the ID. This is so wow. Thanks for confirming one-time password. Reply now with your new desired online password. Bro, these scammers is going crazy. Like this whole, but you gotta think about it. They so in distraught and confused and scared and worried that they not really thinking. They trying to get this situation resolved and they going along with it. But at some point in time, you're like, bro, a bank has never asked for this type of information or did all this. Like at some point, you should be like, hold on, wait. What was going on right here? You know what I'm saying?
It has been extremely violating.
Leahy said Chase gave him back just over $2,000, wants them to make good on the other $30,000, but said he was told he's not covered by fraud protection.
I'm really looking and hoping to just...
So, They gave him just $2,000. They probably gave him like $2,400, $2,300 back, right? Out of the $30,000. Every bank account, especially Chase Bank for sure, says FDIC insured up to $250,000 every account. So what is it insured from? Scams. There can only be one thing: scams and fraud. How is this account not protected by fraud? They scamming you, bro. These banks are scamming.
Just move on with my life and not having to start over from scratch.
In an email to WFAA, Chase said fraud is when a person illegally accesses someone else's account, makes withdrawals, transfers, or purchases without the account holder's permission.
See?
A scam, however, is different. A deceptive scheme or trick used to cheat someone out of their assets.
I'd rather me be the sacrificial lamb for the rest of these people.
Y'all see the difference?
And, maybe save.
A fraud is when somebody goes into that person's account and did something without their consent. Scam is tricking somebody into doing it on their own. Scammers are different. Fraudsters are different.
Other people's money from being stolen.
Leahy said as much as he needs that money back, if he doesn't get it, he hopes this painful tale will at least encourage others to beware.
So I just
that
hope
bank ain't gonna give you that money back, bro. They gave you $2,100 back.
in the way
That's
that
bogus.
this did.
In Fort Worth, I'm Sydney Persing.
Like, look at these Chase messages. Chase Security. Did you attempt $233.31 at Target? That look like a real text message. No. Chase Security. Thank you for confirming this transaction for your security of your account. We may place you on a brief hold and have representative contact. That don't even make sense. Place you on a brief hold. Y'all not even on the phone. I would have like a brief hold. We're not even on the phone. That sounds fishy right there already. He just kept. That's wild. See, that's why people got to be more safe, got to be more cautious, you got to be more aware and be more knowledgeable of these type of things. Because if we're not, this is what the results can be. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware. You get a fraud text message like that, don't respond. Call your bank and see what's going on. Even if they call you, hang up and call them so you know you're really talking to somebody. Make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock to monitor all your financial and social media accounts to make sure no suspicious activity is going on. And in the monitor dark web, make sure your personal information is not on there floating around for anybody to buy to use for identity theft. Also, make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. It's frozen. Nobody can get anything in your name. You know, it's a lot of identity theft fraud going on out here right now, from cars, apartments, you name it. So make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles so nobody can get anything in your name. Make sure you guys are getting new debit and credit card numbers every so often. We use them every day and all day. Tap, swipe, insert, swipe, online and everything. And every time we do this, information is going on a database. And it's always a compromised leak or hack that's going on. So stay safe, stay 10 steps ahead, get new numbers, get new cards so that old information no longer be valid. And if it was to happen, that information won't be valid and you won't be affected by it, right? So make sure you get new debit and credit card numbers to stay 10 steps ahead of the scammers. And with that being said, man, be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware out there. All right? Shout out to all my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce. And y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yo me. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, $250. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour, $3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 30 days. Get help with anything that you need to get help with. $1,000. First 10 people, $500. Make sure y'all book. Checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content curators. Make sure y'all checking out my Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell. All my YouTube channels, my Twitch, TikTok, and IGs. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how to get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.